Hello viewers, you are welcome to DM Camp. Today we are going to be looking at a very important aspect of mathematics, which is known as the mensuration of solid figures. Here we are going to be looking at how to find the cross surface area, total surface area, and the volume of solid figures such as the cube, the cuboid, the cylinder, the prisms, both the triangular prism and the rectangular prism. We are going to be looking at how to derive the formulas for this. There are times that we go into the examination hall by cramming all the formulas. Maybe you have done everything you could and you tried everything and you could not remember the formula. Just think of the only thing you can do is just to cram that formula at that particular moment. Now, there are times that even when getting to the examination hall, it could be a friend of yours that just asks you a question that, please, do you know the formula? Can you still remember whether it is plus and minus? And in the process of figuring out whether it is minus or plus, the thing just escaped. Everything you've read that you've crammed just escaped from your mind. Are you getting it? Now, for us to avoid this thing in the examination halls, what are the things we do? We try to derive the formulas ourselves. Let me start by introducing solid figures to you. Now, solid figures are classified into three, namely, the first one, prisms, the second one, pyramids, and the third one is sphere. They are classified into these three. Now, what are prisms? These are solid figures with uniform cross section. Solid figures with uniform cross section. Let me give you an example of this. This is a cuboid. Now, in this cuboid, a cuboid is simply a solid figure with 8 vertices, 12 edges, and 6 faces. Now, and you can see from here, this is the cross section of this cuboid. Here is the cross section. Now, this is another cross section. Now, uniform cross section simply means that the cross sections are equal. That is, here is equal to here. The length of this side is equal to the length of this side. The height is equal, while the breadth is also equal. Another example of this is a cylinder. If you look at this very well, this is the cross section. Also, this is another cross section. Now, the length of this, the perimeter of this, is equal to the perimeter of this. The cross sections are equal. Now, let's see all the shapes under the prisms. Now, the first one here is a cube. A cube, all the faces are equal. The lengths are equal, the breadths are equal, and the widths are equal under cuboid. Now, under cube, when you go to cuboid, under cuboid, we have the length. The length of this side is equal to the length of this side. The breadth of here, which is the width, is also equal to the width of this. While the height is also what? Is also equal. Now, this is a cylinder. A cylinder has two ends, whether it is a closed end or an open one. Like an open end, then a closed one. Whether it is open, you can see this. This is an open end, but the bottom is closed. This is a cylinder. Now, let's see another one here. These are prisms. Under prisms, we have triangular prisms, then we have rectangular prisms. Now, how do we derive? The question is, how do we derive the curved surface area, the total surface area, and the volumes of all these shapes? That is what we are going to be doing today. And I'm going to start with you by showing you how to derive the curved surface area, total surface area of these prisms. Let's see how to derive the cross surface area, the total surface area, and the volume of the cube and cuboid. Now, let's start from the cube. A cube, all the lengths, breadths, and heights are the same. Now, and you can see from here, the cross surface area is equal to perimeter of the cross section. Don't forget, this is the cross section multiplied by the height. Cross surface area equals to perimeter of the cross section multiplied by the height. Now, let's see, this is a cuboid. The lengths are the same. How do we get the perimeter of this cuboid? Since the lengths are the same, we are going to have the perimeter. For example, if you have a shape like this, what will be the perimeter of this? This plus this plus this and plus this. Since all the sides are equal, so we are going to have L, length, plus another length, plus another length, plus another length. I'm considering the face of 1 because the formula says that perimeter of the cross section 1, and this will give us 4L. Then multiply it by the height. The height is still what? L. So if you multiply this by L, you are going to have 4L squared. So the cross surface area of a cube is equal to perimeter of the cross section, which is this, then multiply by the length, which is this. Or you can call it what? Height. Now let's go to cuboid. Let's see how to get the cross surface area of a cuboid. Perimeter of the cross section multiplied by the height. Depending on how you position the cuboid, you can see this cuboid is positioned upright. Now, if we want to get the perimeter of the cross section, which is this, the one you have like this, here is the length, here is the breadth. To get the perimeter of this L is equal to this L, and this breadth is equal to what? This breadth. B is equal to B, this side is equal to this side, here is equal to this. Now, how do we get the perimeter of this? Is by adding this to this, to this, and this. So, instead of doing that, let's just say 2 of length. The length 2, then plus 2 of the breadth, B. By the time you add this together, you are going to have 2L plus 2B. Then multiply it by the height. Multiply it by the what? By the height. So this 2 into 2L plus 2B, then multiply this by the height, which is H. This will give you the perimeter, and this will give you the height. So the two of these will give you 2LH plus 2BH. this is the cross surface area of a cuboid. This is the cross surface area of a cube, 4L squared. The cross surface area of a cuboid is 2L-ish plus 2B-ish. You can see it here. Now, how do we get the total surface area of a cube and that of a cuboid? The formula says that the cross surface area plus the two areas. Cross surface area plus the two areas. Now, the cross surface area here is 4L squared. Then plus the two areas. The areas of this cross section and the area of this. That is 2. This and this. What will be the area of this cross section? Area of a square is simply length times another L. So this will give me 4L squared plus 2L squared. L times L is L squared. So from here, if I add the two together, I'm going to have 6L squared. So this is the total surface area of a cuboid. Now, let's see that of a cube. This is the total surface area of a cube. Let's go to that of cuboid. Here, in this cuboid, we have the cross surface area already known as 2L-ish plus 2B-ish. Then, plus, the formula says cross surface area plus the two areas. Plus the two areas, area of this side and area of this side. And how do we get the area of a shape like this? It's simply length times breadth. So here we are going to have 2L-ish plus 2B-ish plus 2 of length times breadth. So here we are going to have 2L-ish plus 2B-ish plus 2LB. Now, if we take 2 out of this, we are going to have 2 L times ish, then plus B ish plus LB. That is, the total surface area of a cuboid is 2 L ish plus B ish plus LB. Now, finally, let's go to the volume. The volume of a cube is simply L times L times another L, since the lengths are the same. So here, we don't need to waste our time here. Here you have one length times another length times another length, and that will give us L cubed here. Also here, length times breadth times height. Length times breadth times height will give us the volume here. So here we have length times breadth then times height will give us LBH. That is the volume. This is for this, and this is for this, this for this, this for this, this for this. I believe you've learned something today from the prism, how to get the cross surface area, total surface area, and the volume. If you have learned anything from here this afternoon, please do well to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thanks.